Hello, Cousin here and bringing you a breakdown video of the WinGun Mosin Nagant. I've used this gun at several milsims and I absolutely love it. It shoots really straight, shoots pretty dang hard. It's like right on par with, Novich's SSG, whatever. It like 500 FPS with .2s. This gun has a fixed hop up and it is very, very solid. You can see plenty of reviews on it, but guess what? You can't find many breakdown videos for it. And that's why we're here today. We're gonna break this puppy down. So first thing you wanna do is buy your $210 WinGun Mosin Nagant. Fantastic bit of money, better than buying Novich's gun. Shoots just as good, uses the same ammunition, but style points way higher. So first thing we're gonna do, take off that, we don't need it. With this gun, the only modification I did to it was I took off the bayonet and I filed it down and I put a little Picatinny rail on here so I can mount a camera for gameplay. I'll put a link up here for some gameplay for this. I think I have 1 or 2 videos. Okay, so then you wanna make sure, always, your gun's empty. Take out a magazine. For this, take out the bolt, you just compress the trigger, pull the bolt back, it comes right out. And then we're just left with the actual gun itself. So first thing you wanna do is we wanna take off this front handguard bit. So you compress these little these little compression toggles here, just push it down and the ring will slide right over the top of it. So you have to do that twice. Then you can just go ahead and slide both those rings right to the end. As soon as you do that, the top plastic faux wood handguard pops right off. Leaves us with this. Next thing you gotta do, take off the bottom front handguard. It comes in 2 pieces. It has 4 screws. For these, you're gonna need a tiny Phillips head screwdriver, which I forgot to grab, so I'm gonna grab it real quick. Okay, here we go. Tiny Phillips head screwdriver. Now you want to, see if I can get close enough. There's little screws holding in these compression toggles right here. So you're gonna wanna take out those 2 screws first. So you just go ahead and unscrew them. It should come out pretty easily. Once they do, the screw and the toggle are both right there. You don't wanna lose those. Little screws are hard to find. So take those both out. Halfway there. This one, same deal, came right out, screw stayed on there. As soon as you do that, in the little toggles, there will be 2 holes right there. There's tiny little Phillips screws in there, so you're gonna need to unscrew those. Those are actually holding these 2 pieces together. So just go ahead and do that. Unscrew, unscrew, unscrew. Look at that. Do the other one. Not quite there yet. There we go. Get the rings out of the way. It should pop right off. There it is. And there you go. There's one side. The screws are still in there. You can see them hanging out the bottom. Oh, where? Yeah, there you go. You can see them hanging out the bottom. You don't want to lose those, so put that to the side. Both sides should just pop right off. And that leaves you with that. Here's the inner barrel, here's the front barrel assembly, or front outer barrel, rear outer barrel assembly. To take off this front barrel assembly, all you need to do is pop out this little pin right here. Should be no stranger to that if you've done anything to your airsoft gun, so just take an Allen wrench, put it right in there, just give it a whack on the top, should pop right out. Again, don't want to lose that. Once that pops off, you should be able to just slide that front barrel assembly right off. It just, slides right off. And then you're left with that. Yeah. Now at this point, you're, only a couple cuts away from making an obrez, which I'm gonna be doing really soon with this. I've always wanted one. They don't make an airsoft version of it. I don't really feel like doing that right now, so I'm not gonna do it. Instead, I'm just gonna continue taking this apart. Okay, so as you can see, we've broken it down. We've taken off this whole front bit. We have all the parts laid down. Now we need to take off the whole stock. So the way you do that, first, you have this funky screw right here. On this side, it's flat, and on this side, it's like a nut with 2 holes in it. So the way I get it, is I just get an Allen wrench, a small one, put it in there, kind of start rotating it. Sure, they make a specialty tool, and yeah, it pops right out. So you can see right there, you see the little holes in it. Allen wrench, just fit it in there and just kind of wind it to the left. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. So the nut part comes out, see the bolt part just fell right out. After that, you got another pin up here at the top of the body. Just knock it out real quick. Here we go, knocked it out. There's our pin. Oh, can't see it, there's our pin. And the last little bit, you're gonna need a flathead. Right here in the magazine well, there's a flathead screw right there. And then on the opposite side, where the bolt carrier is, or not carrier, where the bolt f***ing groove is, there's another flathead right there. So just go ahead and unscrew those. La-da-da-da-da. I just came right out. There you go. That one's the long one. Then you have a shorter one on the front underside right here. See, that one's a little bit shorter than the other one. So be sure to know where those go. After that, you can just just pull away the magazine carrier guard area, flip it over, and the body should just pop right off like that. Boom. And there you go. There's the barrel assembly. You got your receiver, you got your trigger. That's where the magazine goes right there. You get your outer barrel, you got your inner barrel. And then here's just the body. You know, it's a really solid piece of plastic and actually has some weight to it. It's really nice. So you go put that. Now you're left with just that, just the inner barrel assembly, trigger assembly. The action, I guess you would call it. All right, so to take out the barrel from the action, take your tiny screwdriver, and if you look right here, this hole right here is upside down. So I suppose you'd be looking at it like this way. This hole right here, there's gonna be a little screw in there. Guess what you do with it? If you take that bitch out, you guessed right. So go ahead and do that. Take it out. There you go, it's a teeny tiny one. Don't lose it. After you do that, your barrel assembly should just pop away from the action. There's your action all by itself. And then here is the barrel assembly. Now with the WinGun, it has a fixed hop up. So this is the hop up unit right here. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see it. No, probably not. It's not gonna focus. So yeah, this is the barrel assembly. If you want to try and tamper with the hop up, I would advise against it because it has kind of like a fixed R-hop assembly in here. If you take it apart and look at it, you can take out these little screws on either side of this and this whole thing will just slide off. I would advise against that. The best way to deal with the hop on this is just to get heavier BBs. I use 3.6s. You can use up to 0.4s, I think, without losing too much range. And it just, boo, it's a laser beam, man. It works great. It has the aluminum barrel. You know, it's pretty cheap, but hey, it works. And feels like it's in there pretty good. And that's how you break down your WinGun. Here, let's see if I can show you all the pieces. Yeah. Look at that. All right, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it helped you take apart your WinGun Mosin Nagant. I really love this gun. If you want to buy a Mosin Nagant, this is definitely a great option. It comes with these really sturdy magazines, has a little Allen wrench key, you know, it shoots straight. Magazines are expensive. They're like 40 bucks a pop, or $38 US, I think. You know, the gun is $210 US. Still cheaper than an overage gun, but like I said, with the style points you get from it, they're just up there. Yeah, so if you want to take your gun apart, be sure to let me know. If you have any problems, hit me up in the comments. I'll try to help you out. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. Don't lose any pieces. That's basically it. So stay safe, guys. Keep airsofting. Cousin Yuri out.